Sometimes the things you wanna do take a time, right? Before I fly to Czechia, we decided that I will leave here all my passwords and all important data for my sons, just in case if something wrong will happen to me, so they will have easy access to my sites, to everything they will need to cancel, and all these things. And at the time, we did write all our passwords and stuff like that to this. Look at that. Me, journal maker. I did use this one to write my important things. Not gonna show you those things inside, but at that time I decided, oh, I have to do something with that. I don't like that book. So once I will arrive, I will do something. And then I watched Mr. McIntyre and his show, and he was actually talking about passwords and how it developed through the time and how crazy it was to add something, and most of us did exactly same thing. So it was quite funny, and I decided I need to do something like that, something what will cheer me up when I will need to type down those write down those passwords, and something what will be actually beautifully creative and cheerful. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Eva from Bohemian Crafting here again. Today I'm coming to share with you my creation. There will be free downloadable pages, these pages. Well, actually these pages, you will have a link down below. There will be free downloadable from my Dropbox. You can download it in A4 size or US letter size, these pages. And my Patreons will get also designs for a front cover, back cover, and inside, with all kind of funny stuff saying on that. I think that is something what we all need to hear here and there when our access to our pages is denied just because we do use wrong password. So here, a few things which you will be able to use on the covers. My Patreons do have it, this one already on Patreon side. So go to have a look, guys. Go to get your designs printed out and come to craft with me. For everybody else, this will be as a freebie, and I will have a kit or a full collection of these designs in A4 size as well as US letter size on my Etsy. Just small note, US letter size will have not only two prints, front cover with a spine and the back cover with insides. In US letter size you will have this and this on extra sheet. This is A4 size print, and I did use 200 GSM cardstock for that. As you can see, I do have it printed few times because I'm making a book for me, for my sons. Then I will make a book for my mom. And now I am here with my thread and beads, and I'm gonna do that decorative spine. But before I will do that, I'm gonna share with you how you can create the cover, and of course what I meant with these pages. First, I'm gonna explain a little bit design of my pages. I did a landscape print. I did double-sided print. For these pages, I did use 120 GSM paper. I do have always 3 columns on one page. And as I said, I did double-sided print. You can use these pages 2 ways. One is folded where there are these score lines. So fold the pages in there. Then decide which one will be used in the signature, if this or this. So if I will decide this, I will sew in the signature. This will be as an extra flap. So to protect that flap from getting stuck in the sewing, because it's quite long. It's, all these parts are same long. So to protect my flap from getting stuck in the sewing, I'm gonna get up my scissors and cut end of this paper slightly, just right next to end of these lines, like this. And then I do have beautiful space here, so I know I will be able to open it freely without getting stuck inside. So I can use my pages this way, or you can cut one piece straight away, save these, and once you will have your cover done, you can use these and slide them in the belly band. Here will be belly band with beautiful congratulations to the owner of this book for going through to all those passwords. So you can slide these extra pieces right here and then use them once your normal pages will be full. You can use these extra papers. That's the design of my books. And then once you have that cut, that third one, you will grab this one and just fold it on half. Like this. And the design of these, it's very simple. I got inspiration from internet actually. I just did googled like password templates, and I kind of make my design from that internet inspiration, to say it in it. So I do have a website, username, what you are using on that website, password, email, what you are using for that website. If that website has subscription, so you will write it here, start when and ending when, and here are notes. So here can be written if you are using new password, so you add it here as many times as the lines let you, and then once this is full, you will move to another page, or you can actually take that extra piece, cut one piece down and glue it over it, or add that piece here, glue it with tape or use stapler and extend it for the website you are using. So that was design or meaning behind this design. Now, when I do have prepared my signatures, by the way, I will place always 3 sheets into one signature, and I will have 4 signatures, because here I have prepared, this will be spine piece, and as you can notice, I have prepared spine where there are 4 holes, or 4 dots next to each other. That's the meaning for sewing those signatures in. I'm gonna be using this to poke the holes in my signatures as well. So this is front cover, spine, back cover, and this are pieces which I'm gonna glue inside once I do have base for my cover done. I'm gonna fussy cut out these pieces. Here I do have fussy cut out those pieces. These tabs I'm gonna fussy cut out as a last one, and I will add them to my journal after journal will be all sewn in. First I'm gonna grab this piece, this is spine, and I'm gonna take a needle. Accidentally I did broke the needle, or that top, from my poking owl. As you can see, it's like big one now. I did broke it, or I broke it. So I will need to somehow make it sharp again. So I'm gonna be using needle, and I will poke the holes through these white dots. And I'm gonna be using same dots or same measurement for making holes in my signatures. Before I will poke the holes in my signatures, I'm gonna grab scoring tool and ruler. I do have this scoring tool. This is ballpoint scoring tool, and I'm gonna be using that to score a line right next to these dots. So this line and this line all the way. This will be folded, and these other lines, they are for placing the mats, for better placing of my mats, of the front cover and back cover. I'm gonna be scoring just these two lines next to dots, like this. I'm gonna fold it at those score lines, like this. I'm gonna fold it this way so I will see where are these dots. And I'm gonna use my papers. This will be the fold which will be sewn to the spine. So here in this fold, I'm gonna poke these holes. So I'm gonna place it next to my middle fold, and I'm gonna be using again a needle. So right next to this line, I'm gonna poke the hole here, next to this line here, and next to this line here. With same poking tool, with this one, I'm gonna poke all of my pages. Now I'm going to create cover for my book. As I said, this will be spine, and I'm planning to have it folded this way, so I will see the holes and this decorative part from here, from inside. These are front and back cover outside, front and back cover, and this is front cover inside and back cover inside. Before I will glue these parts together, I also cutted 2 pieces of extra craft paper. It's not cardstock, but it's nice and thick craft paper, which I'm gonna be using. It's slightly bigger than my pieces. It's about 1/2 centimeter or 1/4 of inch bigger on each side, here and here. So I'm gonna be using double-sided tape. And I'm gonna put double-sided tape here next to that score line, and here next to that score line, and also on the ends. And I will also use my sewing machine because I do like that effect, sewing effect, so I know my papers will hold really nicely. So I'm gonna take that backing off. So now I'm gonna glue my cardstock to my spine. I have to remember I added there on each side a little bit, so maybe it will be good because I know this is in the middle. So maybe it will be good if I will make just a little mark for myself here. And with this mark, I'm gonna follow this middle line of those dots. That way I will have equal amount of this brown cardstock on each side, here and here. Now I'm gonna do same on this side. Now this will be inside. Before I will start to glue other parts, I'm gonna reinforce the spine of my journal or of my book, and for that I'm gonna get up this medical tape. This is sport medical tape. It's fabric tape, self-adhesive, which is perfect for binding spine, for reinforcing spine. So I'm gonna glue it here. And I'm gonna secure it here in the bottom part and in the top as well. I do have reinforced the spine I'm gonna place it back on my poking foam, and I'm gonna poke through to these holes one more time, just to make sure that it will be visible through to this fabric tape as well. Now I can grab these pieces and glue it on the front, back and inside in my journal. Before I will do that, I'm gonna fold this base for my cover in those score lines which I did score before. So here I will actually see where the spine will be. I can also use some distress inks, add a little bit of vintage feeling to this spine. So now I do have visible where the spine is. I'm gonna grab front cover, and again I'm gonna be using double-sided tape. And I'm gonna glue my paper down. I need to keep an eye on spacing because, as I said, I put there a little bit of more measurement on that cardstock underneath. I make it slightly bigger. So here, when gluing down, I need to think of that. I can't glue it right side to side. I need to keep an eye on that spacing. And I'm gonna do same with that back cover and glue it here. And again, I will keep my eye on that spacing around these three sides. I do have front and back cover from outside. I'm gonna flip it this way, and I do have here that inside piece, and I'm going to also use my tapes. These are paper medical tapes which I did inked with alcohol ink, and I'm gonna use it here just to add a little bit of vintage touch and cover those ends from that sport tape like this. And now I'm gonna bring my sewing machine and I'm gonna sew all around of the edges, around all these four sides, and then I will go around each piece, kind of trying to do double stitching. I do have that sewing effect done. As I said, this one I'm gonna do after all sewing is all signatures are inside. So now I'm gonna grab the needle, this amazing beading needle, so to be able to sew my signatures easily. I'm gonna always clip them with paper clips just to hold them on the right spot. First instead. Oh, I should do it from inside, don't I? So one from here. I need one more. One here. Just to hold the papers on the right spot. Here and here. And I'm gonna place there paper clip, and the same. I'm gonna keep it fully open, the cover. I do have the needles through those holes, so I know the signature should be this way. Okay, here. Just gonna have a look. Yeah, in the right spot. So now I can start to sew my signature and also decorate the thread with those beads. I am using a very strong thread. This is thread used for denim, for jeans. It's a really good one, very strong. it's not too thick, so hopefully I will be able actually to make this decorative. So I'm gonna spend hours and hours. I'm gonna change my glasses because I can't see that. I'm gonna take my reading glasses and I'm gonna fight with these little beads and get them on that string. Well, I did it. I think half an hour it took me. So I do have string in this space. Fill it with those beautiful beads. And now I'm gonna go to this hole here and try to go through the papers in there. Very carefully. Do not twist it too much. And I do have this line done. Now I'm gonna go up to the hole here, through the papers, and then through the hole here, and I'm gonna go again that very long time to get some beads on the thread here, again this spot. So about half an hour for me, about just click a moment for you. And I do have another, and that was quite difficult, I have to say. I think I will need to take also lupa glass, like magnifying glass, to help me with these beads. I love them. Look at this, it looks amazing. But to put them on that needle, it's taking me like long time because it's just too small. So now here I'm gonna make a knot. And I'm gonna start all over with the next signature. I'm not gonna sew these signatures in the one row. I'm gonna sew them separately, and it's exactly because of those beads. I need to make sure that each signature it's holding before I will start with new one, because it's quite lots of work and I don't want to mess it up, you know, that I will lose somewhere some beads. So I do have first one, yay! And same way, I'm gonna continue with all 4 signatures which I wanna sew here. So I'm gonna fold this one, take next signature, make sure that it's the right way with the text. I didn't have a look before, look at me. So with the right way with the text, I'm gonna open it in the middle, took my 2 needles, secure the signature on the right spot, and then go with all these steps which I did show you already with this next signature until I do have all 4 of them sewn on the right spot. I do sew all signatures with the beads. It took me all afternoon, to be honest, really. God. I didn't even saw the beads in the end because my eyes got tired. And then now I'm gonna grab this last piece and I'm gonna glue it here. I found 2 old pieces. They are similar, like the cardstock I used here. So I'm gonna grab these and I'm gonna make it like an extension for this cutie. And here I can either take my scoring board and use scoring board, or I can just eyeball it. I think I'm gonna just eyeball it and take it easy because, you know, it's nothing too much complicated. So here I'm gonna extend this end with this card, and with this card I'm gonna extend that opposite end. Now I'm gonna grab this little bunch of the extra papers. I'm gonna place it here, and now I'm gonna fold the cardstock over the edge here, and here. Not gonna make it too tight, like this. Just making sure that it's straight. Now I can put double-sided tape here and here as well, and I'm gonna glue it into my cover, and that's gonna be all. And along of this creation, I've been quite busy with another craft. I rebinded or rebounded the book I bought when I was traveling to Czechia, and I made kind of like vintagey looking cover for my book. And then with my son we did painted our kitchen, so we've been quite busy lately. So I'm gonna glue this one here. I think I'm on the right spot. Now I'm gonna grab my bunch of extra pages, slide it here, and that's all. With my little password journal. I really love all these funny things. Most of them are inspired by internet. You know, I did try to find all kind of jokes, so here they are, and they are awesome. This is inspired that I saw on also on password little journal, which I saw on Nick the Booksmith long time ago. So these are my little journals. Here I did painted the tape with alcohol ink to make it this brown, and I do have just simple stitching here. And here I did painted all that print with alcohol ink, with brownie alcohol ink, to make it this way, make it kind of darker. So these are from same print, slightly different look of my password journal. The pages inside, they are freebie. You can find that link down below. The other stuff, or like all this, like a collection, will be on my Etsy. Link will be down below as well, and also my Patreon will have it right now on a Patreon site. That's all for today. If you feel inspired to create your own password book and you hopefully like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share that video with your friends, with your family. Maybe they will like it too. Thank you so much for that. I wish you all a beautiful day. Take care of yourself, and I will come back soon. Bye.